Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Daily English debate video. In the last videos, we learned about saying your opinion and giving reasons for your opinion. In this video, we are going to learn how to support your opinion in a debate. So in a debate, in the beginning, you need to do three things. 1, you need to say your opinion. 2, you need to say your reason. And 3, you need to give support for your reasons. So today we are going to learn how to give support for our reasons and opinions. In today's lesson, we have 4 different kinds of support that we are going to learn about. The first type of support is an explanation. Explanation is probably the easiest type of support. For explanation, you are just telling us more information about your opinion. So explanation, you explain your opinion even more. The second type of support is an example. Example is when you use a story from your life or another person's life to show your opinion. So an example is using a real story from your life or someone else's life. Our third type of support is statistic. A statistic basically means numbers. So in a debate, a statistic is when you use numbers to support your opinion. It could be a percent, it could be some money amount, but any kind of numbers to support your opinion. And our fourth kind of support is called an expert opinion. An expert is someone who specializes in something. So someone who knows a lot about a certain topic. Experts are usually university professors. They can be people on the news and so on. So experts, they are someone who knows a lot about a subject. An expert opinion is something that an expert says. So something that a professor or an educated person says about their subject. So those are the 4 kinds of support. Explanation, explaining things. Example, give a story from real life. Statistic, using numbers to support your opinion. And expert opinion, using something that a very specialized person said. So those are our 4 kinds of support. To practice looking at these 4 kinds of support, on our worksheet, which is debate worksheet number 3 today, we are going to look at supporting opinions 1, activity 1. We have an opinion, a reason, and we have 4 different kinds of support. 1 is an explanation, 1 is an example, 1 is a statistic, and 1 is an expert opinion. I want you to choose which one is the explanation, which one is the example, which one is the statistic, and which one is the expert opinion. So read the supports and choose which one is which type of support. You can do this 2 times, but we will do the first one first. So starting with number 1, our opinion, cats are better pets than dogs. Reason, this is because cats cost less than dogs. And we have 4 supports. So label each support. Take some time now, pause the video, and try the activity. And we're back. So you should have finished opinion and reason number 1, cats are better pets than dogs. And reason, this is because cats cost less than dogs. So let's check the supports and check the answers, and I will explain about the answers. All right, so starting with support number 1. Support number 1 says, cats are smaller, so they eat less food, so you spend less money. Support number 1 is an explanation. Because this person is telling us more, but there is no expert. There are no numbers, so it's not a statistic. And it's not a story, so it's not an example. So it has to be explanation. Number 2, according to a book published in 1998, How to Choose a Pet by Dr. Silverhair, cats are cheaper than dogs. Number 2 is our expert opinion. The reason for this is because we have a doctor, Dr. Silverhair. If a person is a doctor, that means they are an expert. So this is our expert opinion. Another good way to find an expert opinion, number 2 starts according to. In a debate, according to means that we have an expert opinion. So according to is a sign that means this is an expert opinion. All right, support number 3. At the Pets R Us pet shop, a cat costs $100, while a dog costs $200. This is our statistic because we have numbers, $100 and $200. So that is our statistic. And last, number 4, my friend has a really big dog, a Saint Bernard. That dog costs so much to keep because it ate so much food that they had to give it away. This is, of course, an example. This person is using a story from their friend to help support their opinion, so it's an example. All right, so I hope that helped you understand the 4 types of support. Now let's try again with the second time. So this time it is the same opinion. Cats are better pets than dogs, but the reason is different. The reason is this is because cats are easier to care for than dogs. So just like before, we have 4 supports. Find which one is the explanation, which one is the example, the statistic, and the expert opinion. You can pause the video now and try the activity. All right, you should be finished with the activity, so let's check the answers. Again, our opinion, cats are better pets than dogs. Our reason, this is because cats are easier to care for than dogs. And we have 4 supports. Support number 1, it takes about 15 minutes a day to care for a cat. It takes about an hour to care for a dog. We have 2 numbers here, 15 and an hour. That means this is our statistic. They are using numbers to support the opinion. Number 2, my cat can take care of itself when I go away. It saves its food instead of eating it all at once. This is an example because it is about my cat. So that means it is a real story from your life. So it's an example. Number 3, cats are independent. They clean themselves, they walk themselves, they don't need care and attention every day. Number 3 is explanation. There are no numbers, it is not a story, and there's no expert opinion, so this is an explanation. Last, number 4, according to a 1998 article in Cat magazine by the famous animal doctor, Dr. Foxglove, cats don't need care every day. And this is, of course, an expert opinion. You have 2 hints. Hint number 1, according to. According to usually means expert opinion. Our second hint is, of course, doctor, animal doctor. So if it's an animal doctor, they are an expert on animals. All right, so those are the answers to that activity, and that is how we support opinions. As another test of your ability to find supports, we have another activity for you. So under supporting opinions 1, we have activity match the label and the sentence. So in this activity, we have an opinion, a reason, and 4 supports. Again, an expert opinion, a statistic, an explanation, and an example. Please read the sentences and then choose which one is the opinion, which one is the reason, which one is the expert opinion, which one is the statistic, explanation, and example. So take some time, pause the video, and try the activity. All right, and we're back. So you should have tried the matching activity, matching the label and the sentence. Now let's check the answers, starting with the opinion. So in this case, the opinion is the last sentence. The sentence, living in the country is better than living in the city. This is our opinion. Next, our reason. Our reason, this is because the environment is cleaner in the country. You can see that in our reason, we have the word because. We almost always use because in a reason for debates. Support 1, expert opinion. According to Dr. Johnson, people who live in the city get cancer more than people who live in the country because of air pollution. It is our expert opinion. We have according to and doctor, so it's an expert opinion. Support 2, statistic. About 8 million people live in London, and many of them have cars. Places in the country have fewer cars, so the air is clean. We have our number, 8 million. Support 3, explanation. People can relax better in places where the air and water is clean. So if you live in the countryside, you can relax more. That is our explanation because, again, it is not an example, it is not a statistic, it is not an expert opinion. That means last, support 4, our example is, for example, places in the countryside like Cotswolds are very beautiful and nice places to live, while London is dirty and the air smells very bad. So that is our example. So there you go. That was our final activity for today's video. In the next video, we will continue debate worksheet number 3, talking about language, how to write a support for an opinion. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to ask any questions about supporting opinions, you can ask questions in the comments or send an email to the email account. That's all for today. See you.